Welcome back to my channel. I'm Tree of Wife, and if you're a woman who values faith, femininity, marriage and motherhood, I'm your gal. And in today's topic, I'm going to talk about why men are trash is a lie, while I make my husband some yummy mini omelettes. So first of all, I'm going to talk about why men are important, right? I've definitely fallen into the trap of thinking I can do it all by myself. If you've fallen into that trap, you're not alone. Popular culture has a habit of saying that men aren't needed, but I disagree, and here's why. Men are needed because it creates structure in society. It creates safety, and it's essential for our nature as women, for our femininity. We can't actually maintain femininity and stay true to our essence if we have no one to give it to. What do I mean by that? Well, let me give an example. Imagine that femininity is a box, right? And it's inside it. But it's only a gift if there's someone who's ready to receive it and take it. But the box by itself, all it is alone. It doesn't get used, it doesn't get seen, it's just there by itself, and it doesn't have a purpose. This impacts us because we cannot thrive as women if we don't have someone to give it to, if we don't have masculinity to absorb it. Another analogy I have, because I'm someone who loves analogies to understand things, is imagine that femininity is a puddle of water and masculinity is like a sponge. The sponge only has its purpose and works effectively when it absorbs that water, and that's its function. Once water is in it, it can do more. We can use it for more things. It can clean, etc. And that's how femininity is. It feeds masculinity, and masculinity protects and enhances femininity, which is why men are so important. Here's another controversial take of mine. Why man bashing is actually harmful to women. Stay with me, I'll explain. Every time we man bash, we're actually disrespecting ourselves as women, and we're subconsciously telling ourselves that we are unworthy, although we are aiming it at men. Here's why. We exist because we came from a man, right? A mum and a dad had to come together to form us. But if we are disrespecting men and saying that they are useless and unworthy, the very being that we came from, we are talking about ourselves essentially, because we are the product of men. Not only that, but when we use blanket statements such as men are worthless, we are justifying worthless behaviour to ourselves. Because what we are indirectly saying without actually knowing is, you're worthless anyway, so I don't expect any better treatment from you. Every time we say men are useless or worthless or trash, what we are actually saying is, I don't have anything in my capacity to make you a better person. That you are worthless, and I myself am worthless to be able to change that or to be able to make this situation between us any different. We're basically solidifying our role as useless too. We're voiding ourselves. Stay tuned, because I'll explain in another video why women are so powerful and why our femininity can really lead and drive men to be the men that we want. I'll give an example of why being feminine is so important. Imagine speaking to a man in a masculine tone at work. So for example, interrupting him, critiquing their opinion or their idea, shutting them down. You will be met with resistance by that man, right? He won't be taking it lightly. There will definitely be some pushback. Now imagine that same person or yourself using a soft approach. You smiling, let him finish without interrupting. You express your ideas as a suggestion rather than tearing his opinion down. Watch how that interaction is night and day. the interaction and feedback and response from the man would be completely different. This shows that we have the power, that when we put men down, we are only justifying our disrespect to them, which internally comes back to us without actually realizing it. The next topic I have is interdependency over independency. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. This is what society told me. Be an independent woman. You don't need a man. You can do it all by yourself. That's great. It's motivating. But I have a slightly different view. I used to live in my girl boss era, but I then realized that being completely independent was way more exhausting. I see online from time to time that women immediately think that relying on a man means that they are dependent on a man. That's not the case, in my opinion, because a woman and a man in a relationship is a completely different dynamic than being dependent. Dependency is more like a parent-child relationship, while the child is at the mercy of the parent because they can't make certain decisions, they don't have certain understandings about life, and therefore they are reliant on a parent to make those choices for them. This isn't the case for men and women. Women don't need to be dependent on a man, but interdependency is so important. It's crucial. Receiving a man's help, support, ideas, and valuing their thoughts and opinions, regardless if you agree or not, is essential for a healthy relationship. As women, it reduces our stress levels. Instead of shouldering the burdens of life on ourselves, we share it. What I mean is, being interdependent doesn't mean losing yourself, but putting yourself in a vulnerable position of trusting a man, of allowing him to guide you, of respecting him. You become one with your man by valuing his input in your life and appreciated him for his differences. It's his differences and his individuality that led us to him, that made us want to be in a relationship with him. So why change that? Overall, the narrative that men are trash is a lie. Please join this community. It's a safe place for women who have similar views to share their ideas. So drop a comment below and I would love to have a chat with you. Let's grow this community and let's be in this journey together. So stay tuned for more talks and thoughts, and I'll see you soon.